Thank you for your time. We are about to handle our second topic for tonight, which is God and divorce. God and divorce. Any demo, yamompaye, utufanya kopa ya dawase. Yijidisi yejumedi, ugusu wa ukanya hon. Yedi tifo shawansa, yesa wase mejumedi yenti asiye, na yenti seni ya wasi etiye ase. Nena masaya suwama yetimino anante. Yada wasi woti ya jinkwapa Yesu Kristo dimu. Amen. Say ne nyankopon hunu awarigo anase awarijaye. I've told you every question under the sun. There is answer here. Every question. Asimbise bia wasa asiso no. Anu ye wo nwoma wem. Nansen asemba ko a ada obia no pa awarijaye. Obia kebi. Awarijaye. Na metse ye no mibisa Bible no memisa obia say na nyankopon hu awarijaye. Obia kanede. What does the Bible also say about divorce? God and divorce. That's what we are going to handle tonight. A topic anodin, but mejidisi nyankopon ebe yadom obebua ye ama yenia sebe yenuru baabi e wose mpo yeduru a ansa na yakasa ansemi no nyankopon be yadom ama yansu yetimi akasa asemi bi. God and divorce. Now I want us to do something right now. If you are watching me, or if you are about to watch this video, and you have not married, I'm happy for you. I want to repeat. If you have not married yet, I'm happy for you. And I want you to pray right now. Stop everything that you are doing and pray. And thank God you have not married. I know what I'm saying, or I mean what I'm saying. You should pray and thank God that you are about to marry. And because you're about to marry, God should guide your footsteps in order to give you a partner from Himself. I'm very serious about this statement. If you're about to marry, because marriage is a serious business and it is a journey of no return. It is a journey of no return. It is a serious business, honestly. Marriage, we are going to dive deep into marriage, particularly divorce. Divorce before God. Say na yakopon hu na warigu anasa warijaye. Now, the intia meka say wo nware ya bompaye ne de nyame ase se wonya nware ye no. Ensi hɔ a sa bompaye se yakopon se wonyi ho kani a ofiri wono yakopon. Minyini se wokohwa na ntuo na wo de akoware. Minyini se wokohwe tenten na atietia na wo de akoware. Minyini se wokohwe kala tuntuma na asa kokko na wo de akoware. Minyini se wokohwe adwuma nipa kro ne yansa na wo de akoware. Minyini se wokohwe tribe nipa kro no yasantini wo yanwunani wo yankrani wo yemosini ansa na wo akoware. Minyini se wokohwe adwuma nipa kro ne yansa na wo akoware. Se sanye ma maboboso yi bi na wo hwe ansa na wo akoware a, you should be extra careful. You should be extremely careful, because it is not a joke. Sorry to say, marriage, it is a serious business. And it is a journey of no return. Unim, enonko ani ade ba ko a, ansa na obewure mo ne ma certificate. Ansa na obewure mo no, na onya certificate dada. Ede be na ka kire wo. It is not like enye agrodie enye emofradie aware uni maware ho matwamatwa kobisa wonu apo se uni maware se ni aware sitia kobisa po obe sorry ni nyina na wuwi a ebi a wonware ya obe wanhwe wonware. I'm telling you today. Inti yeni a yano dem awarijaye no. We are going to ask the Bible. What does the Bible say about divorce? Now, I want to read something here. God, the creator of humanity, the one who created you and I, that's God, and of marriage itself. So God also created marriage. Very particular to God. Marriage. Has laid out his plan for marriage as a lifelong union. It is a journey of no return. When you start, no turning back. No. Did you hear? A moment you enter into marriage, you can't bounce back. This is Bible speaking, not me. No, I don't think I can't. Me myself, I beg. It is the Bible speaking right now. It says it's God who created marriage. And it is a lifelong. It means a moment you marry, you have married. Until death departs us. Only death. Yebeba edwamamono so. Ode nyabotre. Edwamamono kra no. You come there, don't worry. Let's continue. God knows this design is the best for you and I, for humanity, for his children. Marriage is the best thing. But it is not for kids. It is for big minds, mature minds. It is not about your years or your age. This one. Me say, enkinyankopon emma adasama 1 second. Debi o enye 1 minute o. 1 second say, wama ye chance no. Obi abetimi asesa na adwene. Either say aware a wo mu no. Obetinem. Ana say aware a wo mu no obetimi asesa. I don't know what will happen. Even you watching me right now. Minim di enka obeye. Sinkinyakopon ma ye chance. 1 second say we can decide either to stay in our marriage or bounce back. It can be huna ware begu, including our pastors. On ne ho seseno, but it is a journey of no return. You can't. Akwaya se lot we no. Nyankopon say Sodom and Gomorrah move free hwa hwe no obi ahwenachi. Ehwewachi ko onim ten sa na ware tie. Lot we otwa nene no ede na eto no wodane nchirinsie. Sa na ware tie. Enti awarejaye no. Meti am yem hyeme. No, meti se obi agya ware a me yem hyeme. Na me be kinkan nsem bi a chewa ha. Se wo gya ware a you should think twice. No, run here tasket and go back. It is better say ubewu ewo aware nim. Aware na Nyankopon enim se waware no. It is better say ubewu wom. Chen say ubefre aware nim na ubakọ ware foforo. Eya medane metu sala. By all means, one day we are going to live here. And after living here, as Hebrews chapter 9 verse 27 says, it said it is appointed to a man to die once. And after the death, what follows? Judgment. Enti omo keka nsem ena mewu ware ni mu de Wobedane, wobefiri aware nim. Nti wofiri mu a, wobedane nchirinsie wasase so umu. No, we don't know God. No. Honestly, we don't know. We have just heard about God, but you don't know him at all. He is God of principles, God of laws. Do this and you must do. It is a must. It is not about, I'm going to think about it before I do. No. Do it. Just do it. And when he says, don't do it, don't go near it. Let's go and ask Adam and Eve what happened to them. And right now, the consequences, we are all enjoying. Yes, I will say we are enjoying. The consequences, we don't know God, honestly. At all. God, we don't know him. We have just heard about him and others are worshiping him and he have joined them. We don't know him. If you know him, and Kawarijaye, young fakre nin komo en komo ka wodi komo kura na wodi ja ebema obesesa nkomo no obesesa topic no. When we stray from his plan, the results are damaging on many levels. No, did you hear? The results, they are damaging. Chaos. Oh, se me kai uko square. Ibisa say, mention the causes of teenage pregnancy. Yede na ya wodi kaka, broken home. Enye dan ye obi dan ye gugu o. Awarija ye ho asam na ye ka no. Broken home. Efie no ya hihye. Aware no ya hihye, ba sesie no ebu edan ebu, aware no egu. Enti eye one of the consequences of teenage pregnancy. Say okay. I don't want to go deep into that thing. Akwara no bekra o mame se o call papa ho. No akra o papa so o call mame ho, no hye mfimfin. Woni beba ho so no na mo ba na e won ko wo se mu mienu na motenase na motete no na motete na mo bebu ho atan e de manya kopon no. Woni beba mo na akwara na se mo fra no masai. No akonyam. Enti eno no mo kana sa no. Let's continue. Enti the results are damaging. It is not damaging before man, before God. Enipa de ye betoto nsemo gu wasum ye ne wodi sabi wodi wagi mi papa e na aware na wotene maguo. Medika ka se ufira aware ni mu a obetimi abedane metu sala. Obedi mfie 500 years wo ewiase ha. Obedi mfie 1000 umu. Enti honestly, unfortunately many Christians, and I have boarded the Christians, see nothing wrong with divorce, at least in their own particular situation. What just happened in Nigeria, I condemn that act with all certain terms. The man didn't do well at all. If it is true. If it is true. Because that's the last thing that a man can do. But it has happened. Na maame no anamontu otu ye no eno na ama me pass ye treaty topic we. We are all insulting the woman. We are all accusing the woman that adentin wotenemu. Oh. Do you know the connection between the woman and her creator? Maybe she read about this. That's why she stayed there. Ye wasembi anase ye ompaibo bi a de papa na wakachire no ono ena wo se ye wona montuo bi etu wono maame no we don't know the connection between her and her creator. And we should leave that situation. Ye mfanto nchen otonyom otunyamenyom otunyamenyom enti wonim no wonim awareja ye no ho nsunsonso. Many Christians see nothing wrong with divorce, at least in their own particular situation, but the Bible clearly addresses marriage and divorce. It makase asem we see no ama mehunu say we have just, most of us, we have just heard about God, but you don't know him. That's why you don't see anything wrong with divorce. If you know the consequences of divorce before God, and I know, and I'm pleading, if you have divorced and you are still alive, you know whom we, and here would the nyamiase Johnny, sister onyema nyina neko. So you oba, so you bema, ko neko, he, obeye odie, ko neko tena ho. Ade wo ye one de, woni Nyankopon tem asem. Wo de wo di Nyankopon asem so go there. Honestly, Father, let us know you. Mayinhu obi na tonyo mo se eja maminhu woni munyam, maminhu se ne ositie. We don't know God. No, you know. God's design for marriage never included abuse. That's why I've condemned what happened. I've condemned it. Because marriage is not included what? Divorce, abuse, violence, or coercive control. Say what the unko na we oga ewo awade ni. No. Enye san Nyankopon hihya awade. Kamima can be part awade mu na hya ase. Marriage is purely democracy. What do I ba? No so de aba. Enye me na me yesi, enye me na me yesi. Eho, enye ho na yebo oba na se yebo bema. Enye ho ena oba uwo ukunu enchene. Enchene, you are killing your husband slowly. So ubetimi enya kwan akowale obi foforo. Sane maniema no, it is not part of this institution called marriage. Even emotional abuse can bruise or severely harm a person's heart, mind, and soul. If you are in an abusive relationship, Ghana here, go to Dofsi. Go to Dofsu. In case you are facing any challenges, go to Dofsu. Or you can, tell your pastor, your church elders, they are there to help you. Don't call for divorce. If you do that, you are provoking God and you are bringing a vacuum between you and your creator. I hope you heard me. In case you are facing any challenges. Now, recently, is it 2 days or 3 days ago? Me called na me kofa one radio station bi anim. Honestly, na me ka so mo ya sori. Enipa egu abrosana se ne soro no. Na me bisa say me sheda because I know say that's one of the stations. Na ohwe cases ye ko ho nyina eyawaresem. Medical ka say aware enye agrodie. Enti dodo no ano when you enter ekwan ya ofa so odi wuremu no wan fa kwampa so na odi wuremu a you will feel uncomfortable, but there's nothing you can do. Sanity. Enti wo hwe afternoon programs dodo namely Oyerepa FM, Inshira FM, and then other radio stations. And some eko ho nyina ya waresem. And some eko ho nyina. Me, I'm a mobile listener because of what I do in order to get more information to share. Enti stations no do no ano mitie. And some eko ho nyina about 99% ya waresem. Enti bisa won say adentina aware ehun nsem bebre sa. Medical ka say ade Nyankopon pe obonsam mpe. En ade a obonsam epe no Nyankopon pe. Ade ba ko Nyankopon eni ko ho pa ya ware. Enti obonsam empe ompesa wade no beye kama ompesa ware ne bekoso. Enti, we don't know God and Satan. Honestly, we don't know the two. We don't know them. Marriage is the first institution created by God. Go and ask Adam and Eve. I'm going to read something here. It said, God made the first man, Adam, but declared that it was not good and abhorred the good. Ntina Paul say, ahoyire ntino, one de, oso onware. Nemum, se wo ho beyira wo. Ahoyira no, I hope you understand. Ene no akoware boko, nti wo yira wa, nene baby a wo de befa no de afa. Nemum, if you know you can stand that, Bema, don't marry. Miss sister, don't marry. If you know you can't, for the sake of your salvation, don't marry. As Paul said, because our dear day a don't be brave and the beko bonsamujim or say yemu. Our dear be brave and the beko or say yem. No bonsamania j or bonsama fili because nedaya soon bem. Ade nyankopon ehye no kama e wo edi ntro no obonsam ati atache de aye ho enti sie no TV so radio so aware cases nko a we de ba radio ni TV so de wo court kra no de wo court de bi ko yakokɛ me ekohwe yesi ebi ko na bi ba wo be ko no mu bonsan ho sa ebi gya aware ne bi so ko enti aware enye ade a eye agudie enti ani die mu se wo nware ye ntena edi ka meka se mani age ama wo mo nware ye na ye ne aware de ene se so ya no no ho na eso ye wo maami ntimi nsuo wo papa ntimi nsuo wo nuanom ntimi nsuo even your pastor cannot offload you. Enti ebetena ho you don't know na ye ni jimawa ye wia akoso ya mansa fa ne bag na wafa benkum akosi poku no wafa nifa wo maame no wafa ha wo papa no wafa ha woni be ba so na kamo mi no nko a you are now going to face the word and you are going to face Satan because Satan is going to target you. Hey ebinum aware omo penti no omo firi Nyankopon enwuna se so aware wonwe ena ensewonom eyi nkumafo ensem basa enti baby a woduro no wo firi Nyankopon aware no akoton waton amabonsam eba wo penti no aware ho nsem ne yeka ne sa no marriage ayayaya. Now he then brought to Adam all the animals which Adam named, but no companion suitable for him. It's yeni asabe ye fam memu watunu no, ye fam mu watunu no. Enka Adam ne shase. Oh, debi ensem no ye betena ye nka nsem e be ye ode o. Honestly, into be like ya like it. Wo be share, wo be comment ya comment because nyame asem enye de. Debi nyame asem enye de o. Nyono ena edura nyono nso no eno na esaya de nyame asem nye de kawa sabre me no ka sei wo ba on ne da ho nye ne ho ade wo nye ne ho ade o and you are practicing illegality before God. Now things be say ye be wo de enya wo de but asem no kre na ye ka sana Bible netie enti ensem ewo mu no enye de enyono but edura enyono ene sa yade yenti ase sa enti ye ne mo adeda sabre de nansen obi body esi ho ene otum tokuro na sebe ne bema wode ehye body na esi ho na otum tokuro no. This is total madness. Senka ekansa de no a obi akokwa yetutu no ho na wode ofa no enka ye fa moa sabre nkwa de jata jata no anso ogina ho bomoti onye ohwe emua kesi omo forest enka Adam ene share sa emua efanase but Yakopon de sa mo no koma Adam no ohunu se da bi we de enye me taste we de enye media. Now let's look at what happened. Now God was revealing to Adam. When you get time, read Genesis chapter 2 verse 20. God was revealing to Adam his incomplete nature. It means if you have not married, you are incomplete. You are 50%. The other 50% is there. But okofanwa enya gudie enya nkwara asem ntina nkwara anware no we ene ye de ware enye age enye hohoro ntom intiyenhye no so. Now God then created woman. No, God didn't create women. Me say Bible we asembia chiri adwe bi emisa Bible no nti ye ne ye ware mienu miensa enan ye ne de keka ho no ye ne ye ware oba no oba bema ne bema ye treating no hada wase na Adam ho. Adam was a male and God created another human being which was a female called Eve. God didn't create women for Adam. God created a woman, one. Into the Sisaboso. Why? Yeah. The power of choice, it is yours. The power is yours. No, the sovereignty is yours to choose. God is not going to force you. No, at all. And no, was started free. Heaven, or someone shall not, into one shell. Or be a moment or be shell, or Monsabeka say, Semekai. Into the power of choice is ours. Hey, I can decide to do whatever I like. Nyankopon wonye me hwe. But when the judgment day is due, or when the judgment day comes, then I'll be judged according to what I did. Nti mo se e man do so chen me man nti no mo be fa mienu miensa ne de ekeka ho no. Nyankopon a hye ne sa wo eye oba ne oba ye manu eye oba ne bema na bema ne oba eni die mu. Nti God gave Eve for Adam. Now he blessed them and their union and gave them the earth to rule over it. Now the creation of marriage occurred prior to sin's entrance into the world. It was a part of God's perfect design for humankind. Now I want us to move faster because this is just part 1. The part 2 will come. We are going to end any moment from now. We are not going to spend my time. Now, God emphasized on 3 things about marriage. He said marriage is sacred. Eye adia, eye ya bon ban, eye adia, nani kuhu. Marriage is sacred before God. And God hates divorce. Unyankopon otan awarego, enye se ochiu otan. Ubika se otan ade bia, it is heavier than say wasi ochi. No, who is speaking? Is it the same God? I'm going to read something here. Nyankopon ya a free heaven. Yenimu ne dada no ano na eka se otan awarego yi. Ene binum ekeka nsem se wo hwe na hwe a no ofrim. Hey, no, we are dealing with God, the creator of heavens and the earth, including you and I. He created you and me. He is the one who is speaking that he hates divorce. Enti so wo jaware a eni die mu ahobla he enka metimi de minkoto dwegura agufum anka me de gufam apa wo chew se mesew wo nkwaje enti ko sa ko aware anim wunya nware nso de a eye opportunity kese fi woni wo ko a wonam kroma yesei obi ebisa wa wo se wo beware enti woni abre yesei na wo mpaye na wo bɔ no fa multiply bɔ mpaye no bɔ koso ne bɔ ne Nyankopɔn no obeyi wo mfin pade de ama wo o metetew o mebo o memao o mekum onye saa Nyankopɔn ma wade a o ma wayira na se ikuna saa ne ma mebɔ so yi onye obi da. Marriage is designed to produce children of good character. Enti mu a broken homes for no, how can you raise your children? Akwala no se wo maame ho so wo papa ho munim. Enti moni beba mo so ne nkwara no wo ye oba no wanyem wo ye be man so a amanfo tra money wi any cocaine any sane manema no na wo ye drug addicts because of your divorce. Nyankopon nim nyansa crowd ne say eye below the bed. Nyankopon nim dentia wo se wotan wale go because our go ba as sene yedi kakan no it brings many damages. Nyankopon se wo chiri wotan wonya ware a waware se sunwa no obi ne obehyo me na mmesyo no me Nyankopon konya asem entina musli aware guo bia no enipa aye wo ho no eye afa compare abra ye gi aware no me nko read Matthew. When you get time, please read Matthew chapter 19 verse 6. It is there. Now the Apostle Paul further taught that the marital relationship is to be an ongoing demonstration of the sacrificial love that Christ showed his church. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 21 to 33. It is there. This is Paul speaking. Inti untimi nya Paul amesrew marry. Yenuanom bia omoso ombetima ye Paul a omuntimi no bebre yesi bebre aware bebre wo eya ye die siesie. Who is forcing you? Adai unho na force so se untimi nware a untimi nware a chinchina akase untimi nware no wa shatade no wa wo na tade na ehye de ehu ne se unwo. What is that? You don't know God. Whom are you deceiving? Yourself. Obe ware. Neja ise wode nam chenchen no. Wo wugu eyi, wo ehwe omo wo akire. Na wo deceive enipa se wo de wo nware. Enso wawo. What is that? You are deceiving yourself. God has seen you. I want us to read this quotation. Malaki enwomaneti emienu. Chichemo edumi ensa edukosi dunsia no. Malachi chapter 2 verse 13 to 16. I want to read this in Twi. When I finish, I'm going to read it in English. Then you end our conversation. Enti miwie we ne se obeto aso. Atna awareja enimu a ene wawasem. Now we can call for separation. It is allowed. Unhunu baby a ade ne kura onse nipa ye hofono. Ebi amatna bibi ntino. We can call for separation. Na ya temontem kakra. Munya aware o. Okono, onye se okosa aware. Wo ye oba, enye se okono, woni bema foforo koda. Wo ye bema, enye se okono no oba foforo koda. Eye separation. Ye temontem kakra na ekire no ye sade mo aba back. It is also allowed. But divorce de eno de mesrewo. Wo ja aware a minim enamfunu bebre a sad yitibi omu wumbi ye no modidi nkoma but ase omu hwe de wi ase beka omu hwe de Nyankopon ka eyabre hosem. Now I'm going to read it. O say na de etia mienu yi nso moyo modi nisuo ni esu ni ahomeguo kata awurade aforibochi ano so emma ma onane emehwe ayayade enso onyemo ensem de eso nani bio. Hey, we go to church 24/7. We pray until we see that we are sweating. But God has not seen it. What jawade here? No, woni Nyankopon wani hwiye biem. Please. What jawade here? Na wo bompa here. Wo body a kire wan. Wo mu no ubu no. Wasi wotan waliguo. Wo jawade here. Na wo wie ya okobompa ya kire no. Oh, please. Nyankopon onya sisoso sa onya bahyebone sa enti wose empaebo no ye bebo 24/7 enu bebia onfi ye ontie ye adentia ye tua na mobi ye ntoa so na moka se enam die ntia ne mpaye mabom paye ya bo mabom paye ya bo ask yourself woja aware wunya aware wo twempena emu oden wonware nso da bia wonan ye 4 wo bodwaman adwaman mane so fe styles ye wuyi no obi aware ko onyi sa styles no wo bompa ya kire hwan. Oh please, you are wasting your time. This is time wasting. No, and maybe we shouldn't waste our time and energy. Odi babo sampa and father. Sani Yakopon watie. Umu na onu sumu. That's it. Wase die ye bise ye ho se die na ya bompa ye ya baba boy. Efri se Ewurade aye wone wo mranti bremu yere intem dansini. No, I beg. I'm not the one who is speaking. No, please. Me there. This is God speaking right now to you and I. Was say abra wo ware no. Na enijia banoa. Na wasofo gina ho a wo kan na wo kan Jacob be say sansem na nyama na mekan ye wasofo kan na mekan bi di na chi. Se won so ka sansem ne bia. Jacob de ono de movie o. Wo de yama yasre. Ne mumu de ne de se wotia ware na wo ka se wasofo kan na wo so kan bi di akira. Wo he Yakopon be hwi usum. Honestly. U be fu Yakopon bo. Because ne Yakopon eye ye ne e wo enti me ko wedding bi anase me ko ba bi ye dia ware a eya me hwe nipa na etwehie ho no omu nyina ya dansefo enti se u video ya wo hwe ni nyina no eto da bi a me hwe me dia na we baby omu nyina ya dansefo and they are going to sit down and watch you. And God was there. Ni Yakopon so wona ne dansini kese no wo ho enti aware no bibi e course obi an Yakopon na moye de kire no wo se no ye dansini e wo ho wodi wo mranti bremu adanse abra wo ware afi de wo wi a wo se ena wo ba no won rese ena obema no wonya djuma ena bema no woti sei enti meja ware hwe nie Mesrew pa Yakopon nani ku aware ho pa ye to aso sorry o say okay o say free say Ewurade aye wone wo mrante bremu yire intem dansini ono na wacha no nkontompo nanso ono ne wo hokafo ne wapam eyire no na baako pe a ohom kaye ebi anyesa na adan na baako no a ohwehwe Yakopon ho asefo betumi ayesa enti monhwe mo ho yie mo honhom na entwa wo mrante bremu yere inkontompo ani na wo he wo se me wo he wo boa o sa ware woni wo ba foforo che ho sweet na wo he fa me ba sisi e oboa woni be ma foforo e hye ho o sa ware no ugu aware Yakopon ade nani kun ugu hu fin enti obi wo ha chese emotionally kura no atete odi obi komu no onu a wo nkun ompam onya aware obi otimi ka se onu abekọ sana wo ye no ni nyina ya aware go ni bia oni nyina wo sa aware no wo manipa no eye intentional wo bo tiri mu pose ubetu anamo bi sei na nipa no ube push no to the wall ne duru ba bi onipa no aka se de wo ye mi de aware mitimi ware bi sa won so de wo ye no hala yanto aso wo se enti mohwe mo ho yie mo honhom na entwa wo Emranti bremu yere inkontompo. Na metane awariguo. No, who is speaking? It is the God who created you and I, the creator of heavens and earth, and everything within, the one who is going to judge us. Ose otanyawarigo. He hates divorce. No, please, did you hear? God is saying that he hates divorce. Awarigo ochi otan. Ewurade Israel Yakopon na wasiye. Emre bi Yakopon ase obele emphasis. Ase obeka se Ewurade Israel Yakopon no opase ade no ohama ho. He is very particular about that statement. Otan yawarego. Ewurade Israel Yakopon, Ghana Yakopon ene ekasa no. Inti se wo wadwene se wo begya ware anase wo gya ware a sesa wadwene wo nkwaje nti asem ni nyina no. Inti okay, now that's what Malachi chapter 2 verse 13 to 16. When you get time, you read. No, I don't know. I want to read the English. He said, another thing you do. You flood the Lord's altar with tears. This is crocodile tears. This is not genuine. It is not original. Crocodile tears ne share before God. Obi hu nyankopon di ohun. You weep and wail because he no longer pays attention to your offerings or accept them with pleasure from your hands. Your hands are dirty. Unsa ho gofin wasaware. Ade nyankopon ni ku ho no wo gu ho fin. Efie no wo bubu no broken home. Wo bubu fie no enti maame nam benkum na emma nam nifa na wo be ma wo nam akire. Wo ko bompa ya akire hwan. Ubu no. Oh, please, you are wasting your time and energy. It's better to do something else because he is not going to listen to you unless you go back and you recreate that home. It is not late. You can do it even right now. Tonight, call him or her that Annie, I'm coming back for the sake of our salvation. Or I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to pack my things and come back. And pray. If you pray, God is going to change that environment. One here because intifi na metia na atete na ntokwa ede na asesa because you prayed. God has changed everything. You can go back. Go back to your wife and your husband. Run hater skater. Don't die. Shower. Let's continue. You weep and wail because he no longer pays attention to your offerings or accepts them with your pleasure from your dirty hands. I have added the dirty to it because your hands are dirty before God. You ask why? I have prayed like my bompaya for my wajuma nenye. Hey, wajuma no ubeye jume biye. Why? It is because the Lord is acting as the witness between you and that wife of your youth, between you and that husband of your youth. And right now you are telling me you have divorced. Please, I beg. It was a mistake. It was just a slip of the tongue. Go back because you are still alive. Ubi owo de unisa kwenye. What you say? Oh, come on. You can do it. And na utu sana moya wose sana mo utu ya osoro abofo nyaneji yakopon ni beje wo ho no bedo because what dinini ade a nani ko ho what dinini. Go back, go run, don't listen to him. There are sometimes you shouldn't listen to some people. I'm telling you, for the sake of your salvation, ignore your mother. For the sake of salvation, ignore your father. For the sake of salvation, ignore your siblings. For the sake of salvation, ignore all your friends. Don't mind them. Hey, you know the Jimmy Papa. I catch what Jimmy before God. Nyame anim no Jimmy a eye. A chance say obehunu nyanse woni panim. Tell them. Mo no esi amanfo awade ho mo keka ho nsem na mo toto nsem gu amanfo so. You should be very careful, extra careful. Nyakopon ade na ni kun no e na wo passe wo ti ateche ye ho no. You should be extra careful. Because you know, like you are calling for the wrath of God. You are inviting the wrath of God. And I don't think you can stand. Desist from it. Budi manu asi amanfo aware ye ho na mo keka ho nsem aware ni gu ade na benya ana egu oba kwehye ho. Come on, let's continue. It is because you have broken faith with her or him, though she or he is your partner, the wife of your marriage covenant. Okay apamona mo kai apamona mo she ebona mo she no man sha nkyere osofo man sha nkyere wo maame no papa wan sha anfa nkyere wo nsenom wo she e de kyere Nyankopon into wono wo se wo kyere ware go. Please go back. Has not the Lord made them one? Eni Nyankopon no enti na wo se o yire ni okunu no mo ka bo mo be baako. Though they are two individuals. As I'm sitting here, my wife is there. But before God, we are one. That's how God sees us. In flesh and spirit, they are His. You and your husband, you are for God, not your mother, not your father, not your friends, not the pastor. You are for God. And for God only. So run. And why one? Because he was seeking godly offspring. So guide yourself in your spirit and do not break the faith with the wife of your youth, because I hate divorce. It's not me sitting here, it's God who is speaking. God is saying that he hates divorce. So run. Go and rearrange. Go and recreate the home. Na omano ofido be hunu se sesanya bomumu. Ube hu se omo honhoma bomumu. Ube hu se bema no sunsun me kata mofra no so. Ube hu se oba no wontetiye emma mofra no esesa. Nyankopon ni mwe nyina nti na wo se wotan ya wale grow, because aware egu a eniema ede ba no eye basa. Nyankopon nhira onka wo ho se who take this bold decision for going back to that marriage. Go and die there. Yes, go there and die. Because at the end of the day, when Jesus comes, you are going to get salvation. I'm telling you today, go and die in that marriage. Oba no kona meninkum, manefa drumu eduanim no nkum. Ukun wia, oni Nyankopon tem asem. But make sure say, abreni abribia no Nyankopon tem be kama. Na ewuo ne ba, why you ready to go. Na wokwa oba na otu sana mo no, be me na otu sana mo no, oni Nyankopon tem asem. Nyankopon ka wo ho. No nsiesie no moaye na wonim yefa wentwato say Nyankopon wo kase wo kira walegwe enima bia waye a etwam ni Genesis chapter 3 yenimo yenko bi sa Adam ni Eve. It is the same God he is speaking. Yes, it is the same God. City of Sodom and Gomorrah, we all know what happened there. The asworden ya omoyeye editi Nyankopon no yenko bi sa Sodom and Gomorrah. Is the same God who is speaking that he hates divorce. Lord's wife. Monko hwe no obi ahwe nachi. Lord to le no ko hwe nachi. E de na to no. Me chira ware go. Woja ware e de na beto. Enti if it is the same God. And I know it is the same God who is speaking right now. Apart from this, Moses to speak to the mountain. Rather, he used the stick. Just speak. Moses, for one can sakeke ne nsuo beba. Through frustrations. Na Moses, wade pomano ebo no. Though nsuo ni by the nanso Nyankopɔn ka say, "Bema, me de sana metie, me ye God of laws and principles. I told you to speak. You didn't speak. Look at what you have done. Now, you are going to see the promised land, but you are not going to enter there." This is God that you are serving. Say Nyankopɔn what you just do it and do. Don't do it. Don't go near it. Sana otie ni su no enti wontime ne ntena ene sana otie because so na asem so wonsesa what say ebere atwam sa abre yedi kosi da enti baabi a wo ne sakasaka ni ho baabi obi ano emra ne nhyehyeye wo ho enti mu a ena Nyankopɔn mra atwam no eya metia me yem hyene Nyankopɔn ne mra ntwam da sana otie. Now, he is the same God who killed the Egyptians' army when they were facing the Israelites in the Red Sea. Is it the same God who is saying that he hates divorce? And we are pushing others to divorce? Oh, please. We should know God. Burning of Aaron's sons, that's Nadab and Abihu. Say Nyankopon ya no si uchira wade go no. Leviticus chapter 10, when you get to read, Korah and his entire family swallowed for rebel against Aaron and that of Moses. Say Nyankopon we and was which you go. Now, King David had beat and David nearly died after counting the Israelites. Nyankopon can't change his own kokayomo. Don't do it. Don't do. Do it, then you do. Nakuma ne bo kri. Ekade enke nakuma nete. Emma David will win. Is it the same God who is saying that he hates divorce? Yes. Ananias and Sapphira or Sapphira. Let's go and ask them what happened to them. They died for lying before God. Herod was killed. Or dane words. Herod. Say Nyankopon ya wo de safo ye fa o haw ni owuo yi mu. Say Nyankopon na wo se wo che ware go no. Ena ye didi agro. Ena frim won frim nkwan. Won frim no wonko wo seyem, wonko munsam gem. Me de meka setenem na wuwu a obenya nkwaje. Adentia Nyankopon na aka. Now, Herod was killed. Yes. The last one is Uzzah. Don't touch the ark. Don't touch it. Nobody should touch the ark. Uzzah did. What happened to Uzzah? Instantly, he died. And this is the same God who is saying that he hates divorce. And what are you telling me? I would rather die in the marriage than divorce. When you come mind to say, one can you home. But you say, and say me, I know the dear, I know from Abre Casano, Ibia, Yanono Trakakra, and the Mufanche, na, and Semono, to the dear, no Cresemono, Yana, o Canase, a church asa, Yana, a Quay Kakra, it Mufanche, Yakupon Shamo, on come home. Amen. In case unyam wabi asembese bi o Bible mu obetimi afre number 0249 45 84 88. Me says number no so bi 0249 45 84 88. Nyamishamo. What does the Bible also say series? Ene ye de ba ma akwemu. Me di se Onyankopon be hira ye na obeboa ye na yaware a obonsam de na ni asisuo 24/7 no. Ye de be Nyankopon be handle dia maye na megidi se ye gemu me Nyankopon a ono no betimi aboa amaware no aso se jama ye bompaye Otumfo Nyankopɔn yɛda wase ɛwɔ pɛmpɛ so ɔde beduru yɛ ogidi sɛ ensɛm yi efi wo Kristo ensɛm yi efi wo Nyankopɔn ensɛm ne base ya ɛya na ɛde nanso anamontuo no ɛya na kɔyɛ de ama yɛ konkron na wo Kristo wo kɔ ne gyae no ono kotoro betimi aboa ya ma ensɛm yɛtimi ate aseɛ na mpo yɛbetimi de atu anamon yɛde wɔn mo a bibi nti ɔmo fi ɔmo aware aseɛ abɛhyɛ wɔn sa agya bebi biara ɔmo wɔ yɛbɔ mpa yɛsɛw sɛ bibi esi ye bia papa yɛsɛw sɛ yifiri hɔ no mo san kɔ ɔmo aware mu na wɔsi wɔ wurade wotan aware go na wɔn yɛtɔ so mi no sɛ ɔba saafo motimi nya nkwagye ɛde ama ɔmo kra yɛda wɔsi wɔtie agye nkɔpa Yesu Kristo din mu amen mmaba yɛbɛhyia ɛda foforɔ